The other day, one of my friends left a comment / question on one of my videos, and I do what I always do when someone goes back to an old videos. I go back and I watch the video myself just to get, acquainted with it. And, the titles don't really always tell you what the video is about or what's in it. I just want to see what I was talking about. And I also, want to see what has changed with my video making and how far I've come, or if I gotten any better or worse, or, So, I watched it and I was like, damn, this is a good video, man. And I look at the views and there's not many, there's less than 200. 7 likes and 2 comments. I'm like, wow, man, people need to watch this video. And I made some amateur mistakes back then. I was learning how to do graphics at the same exact time. How to make graphics and how to publish them and all that stuff. So I went a little, got a little carried away with the graphics. And I kind of, I'm sure some people said, what a waste of time. But they're all colorful and pretty, and I was like, damn, look what I can do. So it's more of me showing off what I can do with the graphics, which has nothing to do with fun. So if you can get through the intro, you might find it enlightening, enjoyable, entertaining, whatever. So my idea was to republish this video, and in the republished video, I was going to address the question my friend had asked, which I did. I made the video, and I went to upload it with the republished video and the new intro, and and on the first upload it says your video failed to upload. So it's like, okay, we'll try again. So I try again, and then YouTube wants me to verify my account. I'm like, okay, my battery, my phone's not charged. This is going to be hell, so I plug it in the wall and give it a couple minutes. And I'm like, okay. I got through the process of 2-stage verification on my account, and still failed to upload. Will not let me upload. So I try again, and I'm like, YouTube, it's me. This is my own video that I'm republishing. Everything is going to be groovy. I swear, it's me. But they're not digging it. Which is a good thing, it stops people from plagiarizing your stuff. But it was kind of driving me nuts. And this went on and on, all night long, 5 or 6 times in a row. And finally it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I fall asleep. So it just never got published. So instead of republishing the video, I'm just going to link you guys to it. But first I'm going to address this question. Hey Treasure, I don't know how old you think I am, but I'm not as old as you're thinking I am. I'm old, but I'm not that old. 4 Seasons was before my time. I was still in prison back then, or better known as school. And somewhere in my teen years, they took the tables out. I think I was about to head there one day, and then a friend of mine told me they were closed down or something. And they took the tables out because the hustlers of the day were getting dressed up. Yeah, it was a very exclusive club. You couldn't just waltz in there. Even if you were of age, it was for rich people. But the hustlers were getting through the doors and in the clubhouse on rainy days and hustling the rich people. Big time. And it started a lot of crap. And so they just shut the whole thing down. The pool tables, they took them out. The other one I had heard about throughout my teens, but I was still too young. They closed down at some point. IQ. A lot of monster players were there. I knew that. But it's still before my time. I didn't start doing the rounds in Jersey because I went to school. I went to tech school in Jersey, Blackwood, New Jersey. And at that point, I was so busy trying to get through school and working full time that I wasn't playing much pool. And that was the 80s. And I really didn't start. I was playing in the late 80s. I used to go to Wildwood and playing. I used to cut school when I was a kid, but the only place I ever went to was Wildwood. Because, why am I telling my life story? I always do this. Where I lived in Philly, they had a free bus to Atlantic City, but you had to give them a deposit to get on the bus at $10, and then they gave you $10 in quarters when you got off the bus. So that made sure you spent it in on the slot machines. So I would take my quarters, get off the bus, and take my quarters and make my way to Wildwood, and with the intent of playing on the bar table. Those tables were valuable tables, and they were filled with sand because they would keep the doors open. So sand was blowing in, they would get clogged up, and just nightmareville to play. For an actual pool player to try to play pool on those tables was crazy. And the kids were all in school when I was cutting school, so I wasn't getting any action, but I did play a lot of pool. That had to be late 70s. But I was too young to get in any pool room or casino. Exclusive. You're talking about an exclusive rich person's, place there. There's no way I was getting in anything. Haikus was all action. So my extent with Jersey was just Wildwood and dropped off in Atlantic City, and even if I had to walk, I would make it to Wildwood, and then get back in time to catch the bus back to Philly. I was a bad kid. I didn't start playing good pool until the early 90s, and then I hit my stride in the mid 90s, and I kept playing through to 2003 when I met my wife and played my last pool game for 11 years, and took it up when that didn't work out 11 years later. Reclaimed it, as a lot of pool players do. A lot of pool players, even the pros, they have these big, years of not playing at all, just kind of getting jobs and falling in love. Does it all the time. Getting married, having kids. Jason Shaw is one of the few that can actually maintain a pool career and a family. And he's got a business too. You gotta respect that guy for this. He's got kids and a wife and a home, a nice home. Runs a pool room / bar and has good food, and he cooks all the food too. Skylar Woodward is married, has a kid, and is on tour. And I think it's taking its toll on him, but that's another story. So, yeah, not at all. It was all before my time, brother. Your sister, I don't even know, who you are. Because you have, one of those business accounts. So there you go. That question is now addressed. I didn't get to address it like I wanted to. I gave up on it. I just conceded to the whole republishing, copyrighting my own work. So now we're just gonna get on to this brand spanking new video. Let's go watch it. The link for that older video from 2019 I was referring to is in the top right hand corner of your screen right now. I'll also put it in the description, and I'll try to put it in the end screen. And I hit him hard. I kind of let the cue ball loose and I broke dry. So what are we taking here, the stripes or the solids? Now I'm going to be pausing throughout this game, but I'm going to replay the whole game in full with no cuts after the game. So it looks like we're taking stripes. I'm not sure that's a great choice. Now that I look at it, I think we should have took solids, because if we look at these two balls here next to the 8 ball, the 15 ball can be made in this bottom left hand corner, but the 10 ball cannot be made in that corner. So we have a problem on getting position on the 15 in order to get on the 10 and then back on the 8. It's a little bit complicated, and I'm going to have to think this through. But I'm putting it off, and this is a big mistake players make, especially in the 8 ball. They put off these problems like this until the end, and that's a mistake I made in this game. I go ahead and shoot this first ball, and then take care of the balls back up table, when I should have took care of these two balls first or after this shot. I should have got shape on that 15 ball right there. And that noise in the background, that's the ping pong machine. It kind of serves balls at you so you can practice your return serve. And I think after this 9 ball shot, I realized I made a mistake in saving that 15-10 mishap there. And now I'm actually thinking about shooting the 15, but I decline and shoot the 14 to shoot, and then go to, I think that's the 11 there. The problem with that is I can clearly make the 10, but I'm running into the 15. And it's kind of hard to figure out where exactly that 15 is going. If I had shot the 15 right there, I'd have had to wrap all the way around the table. And then I still would be weird on the 10, so I chose to do it this way. And you'll see here, this is really risky. I know I'm running into the 15. I'm taking a big chance here because it's all or nothing. I play everybody like I'm playing the best in the world. So I take it, if I screw this up and I don't get out, the guy I'm playing, or the woman I'm playing, is just going to run out on me. So that's how I practice, like I'm playing the best in the world. So I go all the way down table, and I don't get really good on the 8. But, I'm still at the table, yeah, this is a tough shot for the money, but stay down, keep a straight stroke, keep that elbow up, and bang, just do the best you can. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a 9 ball game too, then I'll just play both of those games over with maybe some music and no cuts. Another not so wicked great break there. You guys see the pattern. You see the run out. Yeah, you should be planning the whole game or seeing the whole game right here. And it's all 9 balls, not just 3 or 4. And in this case, it's 8 balls because you might have heard the 7 ball slam the back of the pocket on the break. And I've been stressing this issue since I first started making these videos, I think 7 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. You should see the entire pattern. And what happens to you eventually, if you're in stroke and if you're playing good, is that once you see it, you automatically just get down and do it. Like it's not like it's nothing, because you're gonna run in. You're not gonna get perfect on some balls. You might have to change your plan. But if you're really shooting good, once you see the whole pattern on the table, it's like pushing autopilot and just getting down and doing it. And then they're going to ask you, what happened? How did you do that at the end of some tournament or some match? And you're going to come up with something like, I don't know, I just did it. Which is going to be a really stupid answer, but you're not even going to remember most of it because you're using your subconscious mind. You've already seen yourself doing it, and once you believe you can do it, and you feel that emotion, you're just going on autopilot, and you're not even going to remember. And they're going to ask you how you won that tournament and what happened to you, where did you come from, and yeah, you're just going to give them a lame answer, and that's what happens, and that's how you need to utilize your self-conscious. So as we go through this game, I really want you to see it first, right now. And I know it's overwhelming when you first start doing it, but believe me, it gets easier and you get faster at doing it. Now, the wombo shot might be a little bit deceiving because of the camera angle, and it looks like we can play position to shoot the 2 ball in the side, but we're not. We're playing position on the 2 ball to shoot it in the bottom right-hand corner. And that's going to give us the same results if we get the correct position on the 2 ball to where we can just be straight in on the 3 and draw back for a little bit of an angle on the 4 in order to draw back again for a shot in this pocket, same bottom right hand corner pocket, for the 5 ball. And that's going to bring up an issue if we want to use the rail and come back to shoot the 6 ball in the side, but the result's going to be the same. You're going to be right there on the 8 ball to roll back on the 9 ball, and it's just going to be easy. Now this changes, like I said, it changes a little bit as we go, and I'll show you where it changes. And I got the position I want on the 2. Now let's see if I can get it on the 3. And I drew it back a little too much. If you remember that shot, I want it to be straight in on the 3. Now I have to go 2 or 3 rails in order to get right on the 4, and that's the right position I want on the 4. So we're back to what the plan was, and now we're just drawing back for a shot. And I think Buddy Hall is the one that said, if you have position, don't play position, or something like that. We could have utilized the rail and came back for a shot in the side pocket for the 6. But we're straight in. Well, not quite straight in. And here I think Shirley's coming in. And I think she distracted me. Let's blame it on her. Yeah, we'll blame it on her. You'll see me mock her Jersey accent, which is actually a Philly accent, at the end of this game, so I'll let you guys hear that, and we'll resume.
What are you doing?
How you doing?
Huh?
Hey, how you doing?
Alright.
Alright, let's run him back with some music. Let's find some good music this time. Jeez, I'm getting sick of the poor music. Let's go back and run him back, and don't forget to go see that old video from 2019, December 2nd, 2019. I think it'll help some of you guys.